How are y'all doing?
Well,
Not that great.
How was your week?
it was okay.
It wasn't that great.
What happened?
We had an argument.
What was the argument about?
Well, she came over to the house and she was doing some work, and I'd been in the room, and so I just went out and I got a sandwich, and I came back, and she got all mad because I didn't bring her anything back. And I don't really understand why she got so mad about it.
How don't you understand how I wouldn't be upset? Like, that's so inconsiderate.
Well,
If you know, you said I've been working all day trying to get a job and better my situation so I can be comfortable with myself to be back at home. I'm probably hungry, being that I've been working for so long, looking and searching, and like wouldn't even think that I would be hungry,
well,
or like.
I didn't think about it because I never seemed to be able to find the right thing, and so I just.
So like you could have asked, "Are you hungry?" and we could have like went from there. But to just not even to go get yourself something to eat and not even ask me if I'm hungry.
But I didn't want to disturb you. You were just so into what you were doing. I just thought I would slip out and come back.
So it's okay for me to just study and starve.
Well, no, it's not okay. I'm not saying that, but I don't know why you're so mad about it.
Because I feel like it's really inconsiderate. I would never, if you're doing your work, I would at least pop in, hey, excuse me, I'm going to go get something to eat. Would you like something? No? Okay. Enjoy the rest of your setting, like just out of consideration.
I don't understand it because I didn't buy it but that much anyway, and since you were so involved, I went and came back, and so this didn't.
I mean, I don't know. So you don't understand at any point how this is inconsiderate or how.
Well, that was
forget
not
inconsiderate. It was rude.
Okay.
Like I was hungry,
that
and
was,
no, you wouldn't have known because you didn't ask.
But
me,
that was
care to
not
ask.
my intention to be rude or inconsiderate.
That's my problem though. It's like it's not your intention to do the things that you do, but here we are.
Yeah, here we are. But see, at the same token, you take things so seriously that everything is
Because
just a
it's
major
the little
problem.
things that matter. It's the little things that matter. Like I don't know, feeding your wife. Like I'm hungry, so.
Well, I mean, I was a school,
I've been,
and I
been
certainly
doing
wouldn't
better.
have.
I've been home, like up under you, and you can't even feed me. That's
Well,
like
I mean,
that's beyond me. I know it's small. It seems like it's small, but.
But didn't I
it's
feed
bigger
you
than
the night before? I mean,
that. So
I
we
fed
only
you.
feed me once now?
I didn't say
I
that
only
feed you
eat once now?
I didn't say
I only
that.
deserve to
I
be
didn't
fed
say
once?
that. I didn't say that.
What?
Okay, this is a good point. Okay, so y'all have had a disagreement this week. So Al, I'm gonna go to you first. What were you thinking when you went to get a sandwich?
Well, I was thinking she was busy, okay, and I just, I had been, usually I'm in the house by myself, so I just go get a sandwich, and I frankly didn't think about it.
Did you forget I was at home? Like, did you forget I was in the house?
Well, I knew you were there, but I didn't think about it. I just, like I normally do when you're not there, go get me something, and I came back.
Okay, but she's there this time, right, Al?
Well, I didn't say she wasn't there, but I mean, that doesn't mean, I didn't mean spirited and trying to ignore her or anything. So, I mean, she just really blew up, and I just thought it was over the what do you call it? Overboard.
Alberta, what were you feeling?
I didn't say it was like mean spirited. I don't think you did it out of spite, like, oh, I'm just not gonna feed her. It's the lack of consideration that is the problem. Like I just wouldn't leave the house knowing that somebody else is in the house to specifically go get food and not even ask them, like, are you even thirsty? It's just the consideration. I know you didn't do it because you were being mean or because you don't care about me, but the lack of consideration feels like you don't care.
So, why is it always me, though?
Because you're the one who forgot to feed me.
I didn't forget to feed you.
But you did.
You feed yourself. I mean, there's food in the house. I didn't.
So if there was food in the house, then why did you go get food?
Because I normally do go get a sandwich. I went around the corner and got a sandwich.
But we clearly know I love sandwiches, which is the reason we're here in the first place.
Yeah, that sandwich.
So
you
why
wanted to
wouldn't
stop by.
you go get me
Oh,
a
wow.
sandwich?
Okay, so Al, let's talk. Do you understand why she's upset?
Well, yeah, I do now. Yeah, I understand.
Okay. And we are both, all of us understand that you didn't mean any ill will.
I get that.
You just weren't thinking.
You were just following your normal routine
Well, that's my normal routine.
because
What are
you've
you
been out of
asking
the
me?
house.
What are you asking me? It sounds like you're asking me something else, deeper.
Is it a normal routine because she's been out of the house for so long that you would just, I'm hungry, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go
Yes, yes.
get a
Just-
sandwich?
Well,
You're not-
she was really in the other room busy, and so I didn't want to disturb her. Really, I was trying to be considerate, okay? Not disturb her, go off and do things that I normally do, and then come back.
Mhm.
When I came back, she saw that I had a sandwich, and she asked me about where her sandwich was. I said, well, I didn't bring one. And then she just went off.
Well, Al,
So,
can I ask you a question?
yeah.
What would you think if she went to go get a sandwich and didn't bring you one?
I wouldn't think about it. Okay, that's just the way I.
Now, Al, are you being honest with yourself?
I'm being honest with myself. I mean, I've come from a family where both go and come, and so I don't think about it. If I want something, I'm a very independent person.
Can I speak? Okay, I just feel like I understand your background. I understand that your family comes and goes, and that's what you're used to, and you're doing what you normally do. But we're trying to get back to what we used to be. So doing what we normally do right now, like, probably isn't the best idea to try to progress. Like, you acting like you're at home by yourself while I'm home, like that's not good.
I was glad
So
you were there.
So how did your family act? How did they do? You
My
know,
family
Al's
was
family
very-
comes and goes and does what they need to do. So how did your
My
family?
family was very thoughtful. Even if you went into the kitchen in the same house, do you want something out of the refrigerator? Like, it was, I'm already on my way over there. Do you need anything that I can get for you? Just a very considerate family, just simple things. I didn't think that.
Your mother didn't treat me that way.
What?
She asked me a question.
While she's in our house or her house?
Well, she's in. When I go to her house, she. I can get what I want, but
that
she
may be
eats
some
it.
personal feelings, given
So-
some things that I may have said to her. But other than that, like, that's beside the point, I feel, because you know my nature. I've been doing this. Whenever I clean up after you. You don't like that, but I clean up after you because I see things that should be clean. So it's out of consideration. Like, if I'm in the kitchen, I'm gonna get you something out of consideration.
So Berta,
That's how I've been
let's
taught.
talk about this. So your family, when you were growing up, you said if you were going to the kitchen, they would be just, hey, do you want something too? I'm going there. And you see that as thoughtfulness. So you guys were always thinking about the other, very close. And your family, you're very individualized. You want a sandwich. Your father wanted the sandwich. He just went. Your mother did whatever. It was very different.
Yeah, it was a little different, but part of it was that I needed to get away sometime. Okay, and so because my mother at times was so overbearing and so we're close, and sometimes I needed some space. And when I think about it, I could have. I needed some space. Okay, even though I want you there. Okay, I needed some space, and I didn't quite know how to say I need some space. So I went up and got the sandwich.
So, but like, to me, I still don't. You can have your space. We all need space. I get that. But I still don't understand how your space has anything to do with me not having the sandwich in my mouth when you had a sandwich in your mouth. Like, I don't.
Do we have to have the same thing at the same time?
No, but if you're going
It-
out to get something, if you wanted your space or you wanted, like, to go think and have your me time, that's cool. But at the end of your me time, it could have been like, okay, cool, I'm hungry now. Or forget it. I'm hungry first. I'm going to get a sandwich and then have me some me time. But let me put this sandwich to the side because I know my wife would like a sandwich.
Okay, all right.
She likes sandwiches.
Okay.
That's why we're here. Because of a sandwich.
And that's why we had this argument.
So you're here for the sandwich. So is that really why we're here? Is it really about the sandwich?
It's the inconsideration. Forget the sandwich. We all know I love sandwiches. That's fine. It's the
Well, now,
inconsideration of.
Berta, gotta calm down.
Okay, I mean, I just don't understand why I have to keep
I
saying
mean,
what the problem is. It's the inconsideration.
Well, that's part of the problem, in consideration. I'll accept that in consideration, but at the same time,
Okay, so you never said that before.
okay, but at the same time, you have to accept how demanding you can be sometime also, okay? And
I
sometimes.
did not demand a sandwich of you.
Well, no, you demand a lot of things which, in some ways would say that I would skirt around that whole issue of the sandwich. So I wouldn't have to even deal with it. You would have known I had the sandwich in the first place.
That would have probably been a better idea if you ate the sandwich before you got home.
Okay,
Sure.
Alan, Berta, let's talk about the sandwich.
Okay.
I'm not sure the sandwich is the problem.
Okay.
Okay? Okay?
so
I really think it's more of an issue with consideration. She thinks you're being inconsiderate. You think she's overreacting. Right?
Well, I do think she's overreacting. But are you asking me if this comes from my family of origin?
That's what you said, that everyone's independent. You all needed your space. Her family, they don't all need their space. They're very close. They're very considerate. If someone goes to get a drink out of the fridge, everyone's getting a drink. Right? Do you understand where she's coming from?
I understand where she's coming from. What I'm asking is that because I didn't bring her the sandwich doesn't mean I'm an inconsiderate oaf. Okay, that I don't care for her. I hope that's not what you're implying.
Not that you don't care for me as a whole. Just
I mean,
these are reminders that we're trying to get back to where we used to be.
you want to be back where we used to be. I want to be a little better.
We can definitely be better. That's absolutely the goal. But
So
We're
how
not
can we
like
do that?
close.
Let me stop you. How can we do that? How can we be better? Okay.
That's what we came.
Every
to
time we come to session, we're talking about a sandwich, right?
Well,
Is
that's-
it really the sandwich or is it consideration for
yes,
each other?
yes, but it seems that this keeps cropping up. We first came here about that sandwich that I didn't stop for, and this whole thing about the sandwiches keeps coming back. So that's a trigger for that other stuff that is going on underneath, and that's what we're trying to work on, I guess.
can you see how your family of origin has affected how you grew up seeing things from your family of origin is affecting this relationship as well? How you not stopping to get the sandwich in the first place, thinking, oh, she can get it at home, or thinking more about your needs, has created this unequalness in your relationship. And can you see how your family of origin, how everybody was close, has affected the relationship here? So is it possible to see each other's frame of references here to learn more about how you can interact in a positive way to get back to that better place that you want to be in for your marriage?
Yeah, it is possible. It's possible for me anyway.
it's possible.
But my question is she entitled? Is she entitled to the sandwich?
She is entitled to the sandwich.
Ow.
Okay. Is it my obligation to get her the sandwich?
Ow.
As a husband,
And she's a grown woman. She can get her sandwich herself. She has a vehicle. We all know this. She has money. You have a shared bank account. If you can get one, she can get one. But it's not so much the fact that she can't get the sandwich for herself. It was a matter of thinking of her, I think is what Berta's trying to get across. Thinking about her in those moments. And you were trying to be considerate and leaving her be to get her work done and to focus. But if the way she's looking at it, it's a little different.
It's out of balance.
It's out of balance. She's entitled to a sandwich. She's entitled to you to give her respect.
Well, I didn't disrespect her.
No.
Well,
No.
in her eyes, you
In
did.
her mind, yes.
I
Because-
disrespected you.
In my eyes,
And
I
love
felt
and
like-
care.
yeah.
Right. Because she wants you to know, she wants to know that you are thinking about her.
So next time when I go out, if I clearly remember to bring you a sandwich or two,
Mhm.
that would then equalize, it would pour more love in the bank than I took out.
Okay,
Correct.
no.
No,
Like,
no,
okay.
no, no.
Yes.
What else would you need
But
for me to make it right?
I don't need you to like overhaul the sandwiches. Like, okay, I don't need you to like throw sandwiches at me for love. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. But yes, next time, if you have the opportunity to get me a sandwich while you're getting yourself one, or forget it. I don't even want a sandwich, but my baby might want a sandwich. Let me go get her a sandwich. If you have the opportunity, yes, I would feel better if you thought about me in that
So
opportunity.
that recovers, so it gives me
Yes.
some feedback, a
Yes.
little better feedback.
Just the
And
opportunity.
even if she's not ready to eat it, you could put it in the refrigerator and say, you know what, I went and
You
got
know
you
I
one
love
too.
leftovers. I can always put something in the refrigerator for later.
Now, and also on the other point of this is understanding where he's coming from too, as far as he made it his space,
I understand.
and he deserves the same respect as well. So if we're gonna balance out this relationship, you also he is entitled to respect and caring as well. So keep that in mind when we're working towards this balanced ledger.
Okay, all right, we'll see. Okay,
Is that it?
how
Thank you.
much